Ruckus and the Menace fam, how's it going? You are watching This One's for Sam, Week 11, as your Carolina Panthers now head into the ATL to take on the Atlanta Falcons. We've beaten them once before. Can we do it again and sweep the season series? Now, if you're enjoying what you are watching here and throughout this series, and you want to hear more about the actual sports that are going on, some video games, food, and whatever else Ruckus and I want to talk about, tune in to the Ruckus and the Menace podcast on this YouTube channel that airs every Wednesdays. And as this return from Jamal Agnew goes to the 20-yard line, Michael Penix Jr. takes the field for the Atlanta offense at the 20-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. And the handoff is to Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon running back will lose 2 yards. 2nd and 10, ball from the 18-yard line. Penix in the shotgun, Bijan to his right, and Drake London in motion. They get the snap off in time, and Bijan is buried. A loss of another few more yards as Cam Jackson gets through the line, sheds the block, and stuffs it. 3rd and 15. Ball from the 14-yard line. Penix coming through, and oh my goodness. We had the sling up. He went up too early, drew himself back, and got through off the zip. And Chris Barnes still comes away with the sack. And now the Falcons are going to have to punt. And this one manages to get away. Liget is already through midfield and to the 47-yard line of Atlanta, where Bryce Young will kick this thing off. 1st and 10, ball on the Atlanta 47. Young under center, Hubbard, the lone back in the backfield. Young will hand off to Hubbard. Hubbard is going to shed a tackle, and Jesse Bates will eventually wrap him up, following a gain of about 3, 2nd and 7. Really a gain of about 2.5. Ball at the Atlanta 45. Young fighting Jatavian Sanders, and he gets across to the 35. And a fresh set of downs for the Panthers. 1st and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line. Hubbard gets an excellent block on A.J. Terrell, and that stretch play will score. Touchdown, Panthers, as Chuba Hubbard finds the end zone once again. And this run, as soon as A.J. Terrell was sealed away, Hubbard was off to the races. And on the PAT, it took 3 plays to get on the board. Oh, and there's a flag down. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. And the kick will go from midfield.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
And a short kick. Hit. And that will be at the 21-yard line for Agnew. And Bijan Robinson leads all running backs in receiving. 1st and 10. Ball at the 21-yard line. Robinson, the deep back of the eye. And that is stuffed in a hurry as Bijan Robinson is unable to find the hole. Only gains 1. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 22. Panics. Will find Ray McLeod for a gain of 6 on the mesh concept. 3rd and 3. Ball at the 28-yard line. And Penix is sacked. The safety on the rush. And it'll be 4th and 7 from the 24. And the Falcons will have to punt. The punt is away from Pinion, and it goes right to Xavier Leggett. And Leggett will get to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 7:16 to go in the opening quarter. Ball at the 44-yard line. Young will hand off to Hubbard. Hubbard going to shed the block, but go nowhere. A loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Ball at the 42-yard line. Uh-oh. And that's a bad spot. Bryce Young threw that into double coverage. Incomplete pass. As Teteroa McMillan was not able to get over the coverage. Young will find Teteroa McMillan. McMillan is there at the Falcon 45, and that is good for a 1st down. 1st and 10. Ball at the Atlanta 45. Hubbard is going to gain 3 on the dive play. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 42. Hubbard sheds a tackle and gets another 4 yards to the 38 of Atlanta. 3rd and 3. Ball at the 38. And McMillan's going to hang on to the football, and McMillan is going to shed a tackle as well and get to the 16. That's good for a fresh set of downs for the Falcons. A huge contested catch for Teteroa McMillan. Hubbard getting through and getting to the 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 8. Hubbard, as the lone back, will receive the carry. And Hubbard will break a tackle and get through fighting for the yards. Touchdown, Panthers once again. Lining up for the point after is Matthew Wright. Kick up, kick good. And with 3:13 to go in quarter number 1, the Panthers lead 14-0. This kick is away. And Jamal Agnew returns it once again, this time to the 26-yard line, where Penix Jr. will take the field once again. 1st and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line. Penix Jr. dropping back. Oh, Penix Jr. on a quarterback draw. And not even Michael Penix Jr. is able to push this drive forward. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10, ball at the 26. Penix, play action pass. And this is a lineman receiving that pass. Parker. A gain of 4 for the big fella. 3rd and 6, ball at the 30. Penix. Pocket collapsing. Picked off. Michael Penix Jr. threw that into double coverage. And Nick Scott, who already has a sack in this game, now has an interception to go along with this on his defensive outing. 1st and 10. Ball at the 44. Young. Sanders. Getting through. First down.
Complete to Jatavion Sanders.
First and 10. Ball at the 32-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
Young. Hands off to Hubbard. Hubbard is going to get a yard to the 31. Second and 9, ball at the 31. Young in the pistol. Young will drop back. Young will see it. And will he get it? It is a attempted dot, but incomplete. Third and 9. Ball at the 31. Young. Oh, he sees it. He's going to get it. Teteroa McMillan's also going to shed a tackle from A.J. Terrell, and that'll be there for a first down. A fresh set of downs, and we will go to the end of the first quarter with the Panthers still threatening to put this into range once again for them to score. It's 14-0 after one. First and 10, ball at the 11. Bryce Young under center, Chuba Hubbard the lone back in the backfield. Hubbard gets through and gains a few more. Second and 7, ball at the 8. Young in the shotgun, Young's going to drop back. Young is going to find Jatavion Sanders, and he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! And the Panthers, once again, are turning these Atlanta Falcons into some Southern fried chicken. And they are up 21-0 early on in the second quarter. Adam Thielen will not return in this game due to a dislocated thumb. And now, the Panthers are set to kick this away. Agnew gets to the 24. First and 10 for the Falcons, ball at their own 24. Penix Jr. in the shotgun, Bijan to his left. Penix dropping back and will find Ray McLeod. And he will get to the 47-yard line where it is good for a first. First and 10, ball at the 47. Bijan Robinson mooring on the blitz, and that goes nowhere. And not just nowhere, it went nowhere fast. Loss of 4 on the play. Second and 14, ball at the 43. Penix dropping back. Penix looking. Penix scrambling. Penix hit. And he gets to the 37 of Carolina, crossing midfield for the first time this game. Good for a first. First and 10, ball at the 37. And this goes nowhere. Bijan Robinson gaining no more than about half a yard. Second and 10, ball at the 36. Robinson, nowhere. That half a yard he just gained, he lost it right back. Third and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. Penix, firing. Oh, this is in double coverage again, and batted away, intended for Bijan Robinson. An incomplete pass, and now Younghoe Koo is going to set up for a field goal. Kick up. Oh, no. Kick blocked. The kick blocked. And none other than Nick Scott. Nick Scott has been all over this field. A sack, an interception, and now blocking a field goal. 9:14 to go. 1st and 10, ball at the Carolina 46. Young hands off to Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard's going to find a hole and get through to the Atlanta 38. That's going to be good for a first down. Chuba Hubbard already with 2 touchdowns on the day. 1st and 10, ball at the Atlanta 38. Atlanta in a too-high safety look. Young in the shotgun. Hubbard to his left. Snapping, and Chuba Hubbard's going to find a big gap. Getting all the way to the 28-yard line, and that is good for a fresh set of downs. Jesse Bates coming down, crashing in, preparing to blitz. 1st and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line. Young going to drop back. Young, Liget, incomplete pass. Young was initially looking for Teteroa McMillan, but saw Liget wide open. 2nd and 10, ball at the 28. Young finding Chuba Hubbard on the reception, and Chuba Hubbard will get through, getting to the 16-yard line. That's good for a first. 7:04 to go. 1st and 10, ball at the Atlanta 16. Young finding a wide open Tommy Tremble. Tommy Tremble falls forward to the 5. That's good for a first down. 1st and goal, ball at the 5. Tremble moving in motion. Bryce Young, play action pass, and Mitchell Evans wide open. Wide open on the play action pass. His first touchdown of the season. And this one is a big one. Wide open. Nobody there as he flew right to the flat. Touchdown Panthers. 6:50 to go. PAT on the way. Kick up and good. And the Panthers lead 28-0 on the Atlanta Falcons. Sam Martin is set to kick this away once again. Agnew. Returning and getting to the 26. Michael Penix will now take over once again. 1st and 10, ball at their own 26. And Cam Jackson, what a block shed. Stuffing Bijan Robinson for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12, ball at the 24. Penix, play action pass. Will find Bijan Robinson on the flat route, getting to the 40. That's good for a first. 1st and 10, ball at the 40. Penix finding a Ray McLeod, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Gain of 7. 2nd and a short 3. Ball at the 48-yard line. Bijan sheds a tackle. Gets to the Carolina 47. Fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Ball at the Carolina 47. Penix in the shotgun. Justice Hill to his right. Drake London moving across the field. Justice Hill spin moves to get by Mooring and falls after being tackled there at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 45. Penix in the gun. Draw play to Bijan Robinson, who tries to escape, but Christian Roseboom denies his getaway. A loss of a couple. And it's 3rd and 10. Ball at the 46. Penix in the shotgun. Bijan to his right. Penix dropping back. Wharton had gotten through, and it's picked off. Penix just threw that right to Chris Barnes, who's sitting there lurking in the zone. An interception. Penix's 2nd of the game. And the Panthers will take over with magnificent field position once again at the Atlanta 47. Or at the Carolina 47. First and 10 at that point. 2:44 to go. Hubbard finding a hole, getting through to midfield. Second and 7. Ball at midfield. Young under center. Hubbard the lone back. Hubbard finds a hole, sheds a tackle, gets through. He has to have 2 guys on top of him just to bring him down. I think there may have even been about 3 or 4. And we're at the 2-minute warning. First and 10, 1 minute 58 seconds to go. Ball at the Atlanta 43. Young. Not even close. Intended for 1. Tataroa McMillan. An incomplete pass. Second and 10. Ball at the 43. Young sees the one-on-one and gets the comeback route on Jesse Bates, who crashed over. A first down for the Panthers. First and 10, ball at the 24. Young, nowhere to go with the football and gets out of bounds at the 13. That is good for a first down. First and 10, ball at the 13-yard line. Young, Leggett, touchdown! And the embarrassment of the Atlanta Falcons continues. Start the Friars! Start the Friars! It is 35-0 with 1 minute 12 seconds to go in the first half. And this kick is away. Agnew. Tackled at the 23 by Jonathan Brooks. And now Raheem Morris is having to talk to Bijan Robinson, who has been very well contained in this football game. First and 10, ball at the 23-yard line. Penix will hit Ray McLeod for a 10-yard gain as he steps out of bounds. Clock stops. Second and inches. Ball at the 33-yard line. Robinson. Nowhere. Loss of the inches required to pick up the first. Third and 1. Ball at the 33-yard line. Penix through. Intercepted. The third interception of the game. This time it is Richardson on the pick. Damani Richardson jumping the route intended for the tight end. Werner was the intended tight end on the play. And now the Panthers once again look to continue to put points on the board. First and 10, ball at the 46 of Atlanta. Young will find it to Xavier Leggett, who will gain 5. Second and 5, ball at the 41. Young finding 1, Xavier Leggett, and he lost the ball. He got blasted, losing the football, and the Falcons will recover with 13 seconds to go in the half. It took a big hit to force a turnover, but nothing else you would have expected. Bijan Robinson rushes for a 2-yard gain, and at halftime, the score is Carolina 35, Atlanta a big old biscuit. And here is the halftime report. The Commanders and Dolphins in Madrid. Jaden Daniels. This is a dot to Terry. And the Commanders defeat the Dolphins in Madrid 24-17. And McLaurin doing the worm. The 1-8 Jets taking on the 1-9 Patriots. This is an arch division rivalry, but of not great records. Drake May finding Hunter Henry. And the New England Patriots pick up their second win of the season and continue to knock the Jets even further down a peg. Bears-Vikings. And who will we see make a big play today? Caleb Williams handing it off to Roschon Johnson. And the Bears lead the Vikings 13-3 at the half. Here is what has been going on across the NFL throughout this week up to this point. And it has been all Panthers. 3 interceptions. Big plays on offense and defense. Can the Panthers continue to apply pressure? We find out in the second half of this football game. Bryce Young with 3 touchdowns already, and Chuba Hubbard with 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. No scores to McMillan yet, but this game is only 2 quarters old. Pinion is set to kick this away, and it goes to Trevor E.T. And then oh my goodness, he got downhill and broke a tackle, but the opening kickoff of the second half is returned to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Ball to 24. Hubbard gets through and gains a yard. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 25-yard line. Young under center. Hubbard as a lone back. And Hubbard's going to get to that outside edge. And a block, a broken tackle, and 16 more yards later. And Chuba Hubbard is down at the 41-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Carolina Panthers. 1st and 10. Ball at the 41. Bryce Young. Batted away by the corner. Intended for Teteroa McMillan. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 41-yard line. Hubbard finds a hole. Gets through and gets across midfield to the 47-yard line of Atlanta. A gain of 12 and good for a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
1st and 10, ball at the 47-yard line. Chuba Hubbard finding a way through and gets to the 42-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5, ball at the 42-yard line. The snap, Bryce Young. Young dropping back. On the run, finds Teteroa McMillan. McMillan pushes through, breaks a tackle, touchdown! Carolina, Teteroa McMillan being a playmaker, finding his way through. Young escaping to the outside, was initially looking to scramble, and then McMillan found a way free. Ran into a little trouble, shedded a couple tackles, and broke through and scored. Matthew Wright is lining up for the point after. Kick up, kick good. And with 10:29 to go in quarter number 3, the Panthers lead 42-0.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Martin is set to kick this away. Jamal Agnew. Tackle made by Jonathan Brooks at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And Bijan Mustard Robinson has had a tough game. Penix has struggled. First and 10, ball at the 23. Robinson losing 2 yards as the Panther defense is just swarming to the ball carrier. Loss of 2, second and 12. Ball at the 21. Penix finds Werner. Charlie Werner making the grab. 3rd and 7. Ball at the 26. Oh, it's intercepted. Intended for Drake London, and Mike Jackson got in front of that. Got in front of it, stepped in front of Drake London as that ball was just floating in there like a dying duck. First and 10. Ball at the Atlanta 48. Chuba Hubbard finding a way on the dive play to gain 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 44-yard line. Young in the shotgun, Hubbard to his right. Snap. Young finding Jatavian Sanders. Jatavian Sanders cuts back and gets to the 37. That's good for a first. First and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line. Snap. Chuba Hubbard. He's got a convoy. Sheds a tackle and gets to the 31 following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Ball at the 31-yard line. Hubbard. A block on Terrell, loosening him up. Or that's actually Jonathan Brooks getting to the 15-yard line. That is good. Also for a Carolina first down. First and 10. Ball at the 15. Brooks buried. Loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Ball at the 17-yard line. And Young is hit as he threw it. Intended for Jatavian Sanders. And Teteroa McMillan, he sees a double team. And Young is hit as he threw that one again. And the Falcons force Carolina to kick a field goal. The 34-yard attempt up and straight down Broadway. 5:20 to go. Carolina leads 45 biscuit. Kicked away. Agnew. Tackle at the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10. Oh, the backups are in. Princely Omamalian. Loss of the football. Lineman down. Penix had dropped back, and it's a sack.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
2nd and 14. Ball at the 26. Dropping back. Penix sacked again, this time by Crumity, who stunted his way in. A loss. And 3rd and 21. Ball at the 19-yard line. Jaden Crumity with that big sack. And Nick Scott. Another big sack for the Panthers. And the Falcons will punt this ball away once again. Liga finds his way through. We'll get to the 49. Okay. I guess this isn't quite the way I needed to. I was looking to possibly figure out a way to possibly substitute backups. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring in the backups. Bryce Young is having a huge game. So we are going to bring in Andy Dalton, Trevor Etienne. We'll move Coker to the top, Renfro, and Jimmy Horn. Offensive line will stay the way it is. Radigan will be fine. GC Horn. Changing to the backups. And now the second unit entering in, and this time it is Trevor Etienne getting some carries. Andy Dalton now taking over, 2nd and 3. Ball at the 42. Dalton finding Tommy Tremble on the pass, and that is good for a first down. 1st and 10. Ball at the Atlanta 35. ETN. Not much there. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 35. Dalton dropping back, finding Tommy Tremble. Tommy Tremble getting up the field and getting to the 19. And that is good for a first down. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19-yard line. Brooks finding a way through and getting to the 12. A good first down carry. 2nd and 3. Ball at the 12-yard line. Dalton, play action pass. Dalton finding Trevor Etienne, and Trevor Etienne finds the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! And Tommy Tremble is not returning to this football game. And now Matthew Wright will kick once again. Kick up, kick good. And the score is now 52-0 with 20 seconds to go in the third. Martin is set to kick this away, and he will fire it off. Jamal Agnew is there. And the tackle made at the 24-yard line. The Falcons are taking over 1st and 10. Panics, dropping back. Panics, scrambling. Panics, finding through and getting to the 45. That's good for a first down. And we have now come to the end of the third quarter. For your score, Carolina 52, Atlanta A big old biscuit from Chick-fil-A. First and 10, ball at the Atlanta 45. Penix under center and Ray McLeod in motion, and this is stuffed in a hurry. Mooring the tackle. And the tackle made. First and 10. Ball at the Carolina 32. Robinson getting through and getting to the 21. That is good for a first down.
11 more yards. That's another Falcons first down.
First and 10, ball at the 21.
21-yard line.
Bijan, Penix. Tackle made at the 15.
Complete to number 46. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Second and 5, ball at the 15.
15-yard line.
The tackle still made. Gain of about half a yard.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play.
Third
Brings up third
and 4. Ball at the 15-yard line of Carolina. Robinson, nowhere. Fourth and 5. Ball at the 15-yard line. Kick up, kick good. And with 8:56 to go in the fourth quarter, Atlanta had to settle for 3 and get on the board. The score 52-3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Bradley Pinion is kicking this ball away. Xavier Liget on the return. And Liget is tackled at the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24.
And Trevor Etienne, the Carolina unit. First and 10. 8:53 to go in quarter number 4. Play action pass. Caught by Jatavian Sanders from the Red Rifle. And the Red Rifle gets him to the 40-yard line. And that is good for a first down. First and 10. Ball at the 40. ETN finding a hole and getting through to the Atlanta 47. That is good for a first down. First and 10. Ball at the 47-yard line. ETN not gaining much further on that. The clock running below 7 minutes. Second and 9. Ball at the 47. ETN sheds a tackle. Gets through to the 43, and that is good for a gain of 4. Third and 6. Ball at the 43. Dalton. Cross his body. Nothing. He's not as mobile as Bryce Young, unfortunately. An incomplete pass. And that now puts Sam Martin out on the field for the first punt all day. Martin kicks this away. And this is a very good landing spot for, it just did not put enough there to get out where it needed to. A touchback. And the Falcons will take over at the 20. 5:56 to go. First and 10. Penix handing it off to Bijan Robinson, and Robinson will get to the 28 again, where it will be second and 2. Second and 2, ball at the 28. Penix drives through, and Bijan gets stuck behind his blocker, losing some ground. No gain on the play, and it is 3rd and 2, ball at the Atlanta 28. Penix, quarterback keeper, and that goes nowhere. 4th and 5, ball at the 25-yard line. And this game will fall below 4 minutes as Carolina will get the ball. Liggett breaking a couple tackles and getting to the 36. 1st and 10, ball at the 36. Run for Etienne goes nowhere. Nowhere on that one. 2nd and 11. Ball at the 35. The Red Rifle drops back, and he's going to find Jalen Coker. And Coker will get to the 43-yard line. Third and 2. Ball at the 43. Etienne gets through. Etienne will get to the 46, and that is good for a first down. And we are now at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go. 1st and 10, ball at the Atlanta 46. Dalton under center, and he's going to get the ball to Etienne. Etienne's going to shed that tackle and gain a yard. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 45-yard line. Brooks finds a way through. Gets to the 39. Gain of a few yards on that. 3rd and 2. Mitchell Evans, who already has a touchdown catch today, and he's going to get to the 30, and that's good for a first down. And this clock will come down, and this is complete. The Carolina Panthers win this one convincingly. Your final score, 52-3. This was a straight cooking of the Atlanta Falcons. And it was very apparent as Nick Scott was a big playmaker. Teteroa McMillan finding the end zone as Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard, and McMillan in a triplet situation having a huge day. And until the next episode, hugs and hand pounds, everybody.